So I am standing at the intersection of Rocky Ford and Dekalb Avenue. So this way, if you look down here, as you cross over Rocky Ford and go east on Dekalb Avenue, it's just your standard 4-lane road, so 2 lanes each direction. And then as you cross over, it's where it starts to transition into being a reversible lane situation. And so I wanted to send this video to you because almost every day when I come home, I see people who almost run into each other, have head-on collisions, because the signage is really bad, telling you that it transitions over. Alright, so this is the first of 2 signs that's supposed to be lit, telling people going westbound that, sorry for the focus, that their lane is about to end and they need to merge right. And as you can see, it's completely out. Alright, so this is the second of 2 signs here that should be lit up, telling you that you need to merge right. As you can see, this one is also out, and so there's just this text here saying merge right except Monday through Friday 6 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. And then the next thing you know, the lane is reversible, so you transition from the standard 4-lane highway to a reversible lane. And as you can see, just looking at the street itself, unless you're really paying attention, you don't really notice a lot of change. The yellow lines become dashed, but the first actual sign you see that's working is way up ahead. Sorry for the focus issues there, but it's way on up there. And this is where we start to see a lot of near-miss head-on collisions. I also wanted to point out that this is the marking on the lane that's supposed to tell you that this is about to turn into a reversible lane. And you can tell that it's very faded and cracked, and really not something that would alert somebody that this lane is about to end. So now I'm probably beating a dead horse, but the first of those signs is way back over here, right at the where they crest the hill. That's where you should start to see people moving over if that sign were working. And then a little bit further up, you would see the markings on the street. And then this one would be the last of the warnings to say that you should move over. And then people actually start to merge somewhere way up there when they finally see the red sign. And this would be the road coming from the other direction. Like I mentioned, this particular sign is out, and so that's actually kind of a good thing because people seem to not know whether that's their lane or not, and they tend to move over to the right. Otherwise, you'd probably have a lot more people like this person coming up here who still hasn't merged over, and they have passed the sign that should tell them to do that. So we have yet another set of cars coming over here, swooping over at the last second. And this is all happening, I mean, I've been out here maybe 10 minutes. Just about every single group of cars that comes up from the lights, at least one of them is having to kind of hurry and merge over if they're in that middle lane. And like I said, when I come home from work, I see a lot of closer near misses than this because there's a lot more traffic on the road. So here I am again walking towards that kind of dangerous transition. You can see there, that car was well up into the reversible lane where he shouldn't have been. Must have ignored that little sign there. And the car going in the correct lane actually had to move over. So there's another one well up into the area where they're supposed to reverse, and you can see them swinging. Here we go. Yeah, I see another car. I don't know if you can tell how sharply people are cutting over. I hadn't realized it before, but probably what's happening, the the light on this one you can see is an X, so this one is actually it's working, but on the other side of that light it's out. And then if you just follow the curvature of where these double lines are leading you, I'm not sure you can see that, it kind of funnels you to the wrong side of this yellow line, which is why so many people start to go to this side of the line even though they have both lanes in the other direction. So that's yet another issue. It just seems like there are a lot of things going on at this intersection. Alright, so this is the last thing I wanted to point out, that a lot of these lights that are supposed to tell you which lane is available to you and when you're not supposed to be in the lane, a lot of these are out all along Dekalb Avenue. The issues aren't as serious since most people have already been in the road and know which lanes are open and which aren't, but people that are coming from side streets and haven't seen the signs, sometimes they don't know whether the lane is theirs or not. People that aren't familiar with the roads, a lot of times they'll think that this middle lane is a turn lane or something along those lines. So with those lanes being out, or those lights rather, you get a lot of strange situations where people are facing each other head on. Anyway, a lot of issues with this road, but particularly up where it transitions past Rocky Ford heading westbound. So I just thought I'd bring this to your attention, and hopefully the city will get out here and do something about it.